Some breaking news coming into us this afternoon from Canada.
Day 5 of Canadian legalization. I still can't find my house, but it smells really nice out here.
A year and a half ago, I, on behalf of our government, was pleased to introduce the Cannabis Act into the House of Commons, and today pleased to sit here and mark this historic day. And there is no question that the world is watching Canada.
They say that the path to hell is paved by the bricks of good intentions, as was such of the unsuspecting Canadian people who could not have foreseen the chaos before them, captured by the single camera of a lone Canadian citizen.
I also can't find any other people. It's only been 8 days. The smoke is beginning to lift. Or at least
after
change.
Several hauntingly silent days, Canadian media outlets finally opened their doors once again with this haunting update.
It is a pretty quiet scene here now compared to what was happening on this very street last night around 10 p.m. when the 911 calls started coming in.
Although the mainstream Canadian media was unavailable when it came to comment on the specifics of the events that transpired, we at Not Even Slightly Real News were able to obtain the following footage from social media. Warning, the following footage may disturb some viewers.
Welcome. Day 10. Or rather, night 10, since Canadian legalization. The good news is, I appear to have made it safely back to town. Maybe I'll finally fucking find somebody that isn't dead. The fuck was that? Fuck! Ugh. Did you hear that? Oh, fuck, I'm not alone. Fuck! Ah. Fuck. You guys heard that, right?
I feel great. The stigma ends tonight. Prohibition has ended right now. We just made history.
After a meager 10 days, Canadians went from celebrating as brothers in the streets to celebrating in the skins of those they killed to feed their lust. As for where all this chaos and carnage began, we need look no further than that social media video.
Not alone. Fuck! Ah. Wait.
While the Canadian government was prepared to meet the demands of its citizens in the marijuana industry, Starbucks and Tim Hortons were ill-afforded preparation time in order to meet the rising pumpkin spice shortage. Following the catastrophic end of all supplies, Canadian citizens were seen to break out into hysterical violence and proceed to kill one another in order to achieve their delightful seasonal treat. Will the wandering warriors of Canada's Great White Wasteland be forced to continue without their pumpkin spice much longer? Will marijuana reform be further adjusted to include necessary munchie fees? When Not Even Slightly Real News reached out to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for comment, he had only this to say.
We have worked over the past 3 years with provincial governments across this country to move forward on a regime.
We'll have more on that as and when we get it.
Happy Halloween from the mean, green, new Canadian regime of Canada Bissia. I would like to say thank you to Dork Oracle, Robert Etgetten, Thexor the Bearded, and all of my wonderful patrons for the continued support of this show, and I would like to thank you, dear viewer, for still watching. Now, keep your pumpkin spice safe, and go get some candy from kids. That's how it works, right? You're supposed to take it from the kids.